Do you know who the pig farmer was? Did you know that he managed to stay out of sight for more than 15 years while committing the most horrific crimes? In this video, we're gonna talk deeply about Robert Pickton, aka the pig farmer. But before that, in my previous videos, I noticed that the new people who are coming to my videos are mostly from United States or United Kingdom, so I should respect that. So welcome to all of you, and I decided to make my videos in English again. Welcome, everyone, and please do consider subscribing if you are interested in learning more about history, mysteries, and true crimes. Now, let's begin. In the beautiful city of British Columbia in Canada, a sinister secret lurked beneath the surface. Robert Pickton, who was born on October 24th, 1948, he led a double life. He was living in his pig farm, and in early 2000s, a shocking discovery was made in his pig farm. That pig farm was found to be the site of a horrific killing spree. But who was Robert Pickton and how he became one of the Canada's most notorious serial killers? Robert Pickton was born in 1948 in British Columbia, a city in Canada. He grew up on his pig farm with his older brother, David, and their parents. Now, they also had a sister who was younger than him, and reports say that she was one of his victims as well. Some people say that his parents kept a tight hand on him, and in results to that, his social skills suffered. He was known as a quiet and introverted person, preferring the company of animals to people. Criminal history. Now, every criminal starts from somewhere, and the pig farmer's journey started in 1980 with charges of assault and weapons offenses. He was also known to have a fascination with prostitution and was a regular visitor to Vancouver's downtown east side, a neighborhood notorious for its sex trade. In 1985, he was charged with sexual assault, but the charges were dropped due to the lack of evidence. In 1992, he was charged again with attempted murder after a sex worker escaped from his farm, but the charges were later dropped again. And the same reason, the lack of evidence, the murders. Between 1995 and 2001, at least 49 women, most of them were sex workers and drug addicts, disappeared from Vancouver's downtown east side. Many of their remains were later found on Picton's pig farm, where he had been disposing their bodies. Some of his victims included Serena Abbotsford, Mona Wilson, Georgina Papin, Morney Frey, and many others. As per the authorities and his confession, his targets were mostly vulnerable women, offered them money or drugs in exchange for sex, and then murdered them on his farm. He would often use his pigs to dispose of their bodies, feeding them to the animals or burying them on the farm. Investigation and arrest. In 2002, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police launched an investigation into the missing woman. They searched Picton's farm and found evidence of the murders, and the evidence included human remains, DNA, weapons, a 22 caliber revolver, a syringe with a lethal dose of insulin, a bloody handprint of a victim, Picton's own DNA on several of the victims' clothing. He was arrested on Feb 22, 2002, and later he confessed to the murders. Trial and sentencing. Trial began in 2007 and lasted for approximately 9 months. In results, he was found guilty of six counts of second-degree murders and sentenced to life in prison with no possibility of parole for the next 25 years. It was all possible because of Mr. Big's sting operation, wherein an undercover officer shared a jail cell with him as a crime boss to get a confession from Robert Pickton. Pickton's defense team argued that he was not responsible for the murders, citing a history of mental health issues and traumatic childhood. Pickton's released a book. When I was when I first started doing research on this, and I came across this that he released a book while being in jail, and I wondered how. Through one of his cellmates, a friend. Later, it was all disclosed, and you can find all those details in an article published on Washington Post. Just to give you an idea, the book was released in 2016, and the book is titled as Pickton in his own words. This was later condemned by almost everyone as a slap to the victim's face and their families, which is true, I would say. Where is he now? Well, in jail. Where should he be? He has been denied parole several times and will be eligible again in 2028. Just to add, he has been the subject of several appeals and lawsuits, including a failed attempt of overturning his conviction in 2010. He has also been the focus of several books, movies, and documentaries, like 2019 movie The Pig Farm Killer. Well, in the end, there is nothing much to add, but these crimes are a crucial reminder of the horrors that can occur when a society fails to protect its most vulnerable members. We should all support those who need that support the most. This is it. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up and do subscribe the channel for more videos. And if I have missed anything or you have different thoughts on this, please share your thoughts in the comment section below. I'll read them all. And I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace